What's going on, guys? My name is Trevor and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing with you my top 10 favorite sport movies of all time. Let me know your top 10 favorite sport movies of all time down below in the comments. You should hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content. As we go into this list, these are just my favorite sport movies that I love to toss on out throughout the year. They get me inspired, get me hyped up. That's the movies that I have on this list. Let's get into it. But number 10 is one of the most intense thrill rides you can see when watching a sport racing movie, and this is Ford v Ferrari, starring Christian Bale and Matt Damon. I think Matt Damon was snubbed of an Oscar nomination. Christian Bale dang near was snubbed of an Oscar win. This movie from start to finish is absolutely intense, and that's what you have to love about it. It feels like you're in the car with Christian Bale driving in these intense races that is done so well. James Mangold crafted a masterpiece of a movie with Ford v Ferrari. It's intense, it's inspiring. By the end of it, you might even get a little teary-eyed. At number 9 is Creed 2. I have not seen any Rocky movies, so I've only seen the 2 Creed movies, and I absolutely love Creed 2, and every time I watch this movie, it gets me jacked up, excited. I feel like I could run through a brick wall, especially in that desert montage training when it goes to Drago's son, and then it goes to Adonis Creed, and he's in the middle of the desert in the middle of summer, fighting these dudes, getting his ribs shattered in, and then oh man, that score that plays throughout it and gets you hyped up for the end fight. I need to see the other Rocky movies because right now Creed 2 is my favorite and I cannot wait for Creed 3. That desert scene alone, that music they're playing, that score, ooh, baby. At number 8, Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby. I love a comedic sport movie, and that's exactly what Talladega Nights is. Will Ferrell, John C. Reilly out there just having fun, and that's what I have when I watch this movie. I laugh from start to finish. I get a little bit inspired in there. Sacha Baron Cohen is absolutely hilarious throughout this entire film. I laugh, I have fun, and at the end of it, somehow, some way, I get a little bit inspired. At number 7 is The Fighter. I think this has the 2 best performances of any of these movies on this list, and that is Christian Bale and Mark Wahlberg. They absolutely deliver career best performances in my opinion. I believe Christian Bale won for his role, and Mark Wahlberg as Mickey Ward kills it in this movie. But this is an inspirational story. A guy who's constantly down on his luck, a brother who's addicted to drugs, who's his trainer, and his family's never supporting Mickey Ward, Mark Wahlberg's character. They're always supporting Dickie, who thinks he's some big bad guy. In reality, he's just, unfortunately, just a drug addict, and it's based on a true story, and it goes down the road of trials and tribulations and family in the sport of boxing. It is awesome. The 2 best performances on this entire list, I don't even care. At number 6, Remember the Titans. We blitz all night. This movie will get you just jacked up wanting to run through a brick wall and make you want to go hit 1,000 push-ups because that's exactly what Denzel Washington gives you in this movie. This movie is just inspiring. It's one of the most inspirational movies I've ever seen. Every time I watch it, I get chills, I get teary-eyed, I want to play football even though I'll just get destroyed. And Denzel Washington, he's great in everything. Like, Denzel's never turned in a bad performance. If he has, let me know down below, because he's absolutely fantastic, and I would argue this might be his best movie. Breaking us into the top 5 is Adam Sandler's Hustle. This just came out last year. I rewatched this just the other night, and that's what got me inspired to make this video. Hustle's a great movie. Adam Sandler in these roles is what I absolutely love, but his co-star is an NBA player, and he kills it. And all the NBA players in this movie are so good, it's kind of insane that they're basketball players and they are now being like actors. Like Anthony Edwards plays like the villain in this movie, and that boy just destroys it. Basketball is my all-time favorite sport, so seeing a movie that is done so well about basketball using actual basketball players, that's why I love it so much. You got cameos after cameos, and at the end of it, it always hits me right in the feels. I get a little teary-eyed and I have a lot of fun with Hustle. I absolutely love it. At number 4, The Blind Side, a sport movie that's not generally about the sport of football. The Blind Side is one of those movies I'll toss on 2 to 3 times a year and love every second of it. It's just a moving story, and it's a very good feel-good movie. And the football scenes, when they have them in there, are done well, and I enjoy those scenes, but I love the story of Michael Orr, and I love the story of this movie and how it's told. Sandra Bullock's absolutely fantastic. Tim McGraw is not enough movies. I want to see him in more. The Blind Side never fails to make me smile, and that's why I had to make the top 5, because I get the biggest smile on my face by the end, and I love it so much. At number 3 is Miracle. Again. I love everything Miracle has to offer. Gavin O'Connor is one of my all-time favorite directors, and he has just mastered and crafted the sports genre to a degree that no one else will be able to. And Miracle is one of those movies following the coach of Herb Brooks, taking a bunch of college kids to go play the Soviets, one of the greatest hockey teams ever, and beat them in the Olympics. And that's exactly what this movie's about, and it gets me hyped up every damn time I watch it. Great moments are born from great opportunity. I quote this movie an unhealthy amount. Kurt Russell turns in his best performance of all all time. Gavin O'Connor gives us one of his best movies of all time, and everything about this movie makes me want to go play hockey, makes me want to do 1,000 sprints, and just gets me so many chills every time I watch it. I've seen this movie probably 30 plus times, and it never fails to give me chills, put a huge smile on my face, and leave me feeling like I can conquer the world. At number 2 is Warrior, another Gavin O'Connor movie. MMA movies are never done well. They always look very clunky, but the way Gavin O'Connor crafted Warrior, I've never seen anything like it. It literally looks like you're watching a UFC fight, and that is hard to do. Tom Hardy and Joel Edgerton here, and they are great. They're going back and forth as brothers, and I love a good brother story. And these two brothers who used to be really close, but went their separate ways because of some tragic events that happened in their lives, go to fight each other for the championship fight of a $5 million grand prize tournament. That right there will get you hyped up. The score is absolutely great, and this is the first time I ever saw Frank Grillo, one of my all-time favorite actors. I love mixed martial arts. I always watch UFC, so watching a movie based around mixed martial arts gives me a huge smile on my face, and Warrior is one of the most underappreciated movies of all time. But at number 1 is Moneyball, and Moneyball is a top 4 favorite movie of all time for me, and I'm not even joking. Everything about Moneyball, even though I don't even like the sport of baseball, just makes me care about baseball, and that's what's so bizarre. I love Brad Pitt. He's my all-time favorite actor, and Jonah Hill is absolutely great in this as well. I love movies when they're about a certain topic, but they go behind the scenes on that topic. So the movie's about baseball, but they're going behind the scenes and the office side of baseball, the business side of baseball, something we don't get to see often, and that's what makes me love this movie oh so much. The score is great, the soundtrack is great, the performances are great, and this movie is great. It's one of my favorite damn movies of all time. It is my favorite sport movie of all time. Let me know your top 10 favorite sport movies of all time down below in the comment section. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.